Okay, go ahead.
So would it look something like this? So we start.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for. Is this sort of, and then herbals.
Thank you, everyone.
Herbals will throw you for a loop
Okay.
because like for example, our ginger herbal. Our ginger herbal. Ginger to me is a very spicy, very keep you in the teeth flavor. It's gonna look very light. It's gonna, like.
Well, that's what
You have to know what you're looking at.
the tasting notes might be helpful then. So
The
you can put
tasting
the
notes.
spicy ones higher in the tasting order than the delicate ones, maybe.
Actually, I put them after the delicate one.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's about
That's what I meant by higher.
it's about
Later.
blowing the taste buds.
Yeah, yeah.
When you have a tea that you feel is going to coat the taste buds or blow the taste buds, you want to put that more towards the right.
We can play a game later and Stephanie has the discs done. You can give us each 5 and we can put them in the order we do it.
We will.
Test us.
We might get to that.
We can kind of guess that.
Yeah, we might get to that.
Maybe not
Okay.
today, but
So,
I like it.
we're going to work with this gunpowder. Now, you remembered what that winter white looked like as whole leaf and, not rolled.
Yeah.
This is 15 grams of rolled gunpowder.
It looks like a lot less.
Yeah.
Very different. It looks like a lot less in this case. This is why we're holding it. Now, the fun part is going to be after I pull it. You guys see it again.
It's
Because
gonna
remember, it's going to unroll.
fluff up. Or whatever it is.
Yeah, fluff up.
Fluff is
And
fine.
something I want to talk about with the baskets here before I send this through is you'll notice this is a very open basket versus like a tea bag. Like if you ever look at the tea bag, how it feels so slender. It's a very open basket. That's because we want our tea to move. We want the water to pass through it and the water to get to every angle of it. And we want it to expand because that's what happens when you suck up water as you expand. So we need a basket, and when you're brewing at home, you want to pay attention to, you want a basket that gives it some space to do its thing. And so in some of these cases, I'm going to pour this in. Scott, will you set me a 2-minute timer?
Yep.
While you're still here for the next 15 minutes.
After he leaves, I have time off.
Okay, cool. So you want to make sure that whatever you're using to steep gives it room to move around. And I'm going to pass you a few of these home steeping tools that Mom's got. Because Mom's got several versions. And we're going to talk about which ones are my favorite, which ones are her favorite, and why. As we wait for this to steep. Okay. So this is going to go for 2 to 3 minutes. So we're kind of looking for a 2.5-minute time mark, honestly. But yeah, it's going to go for 2 to 3 minutes because it's a green tea. Okay. These are some home steepers. These are some home steepers. Take a look at them. Feel them. Notice their space. Notice their room. And keep in mind that you want to give tea room to move and room to grow. And we're going to see if you guys can guess which ones are our favorites and which ones are not.
Not favorite. Is this for like scooping? That's a mixture.
Because it's not favorite.
Alright.
This is so like right out. This one is a favorite. Yeah. I hope we don't ever get that confused.
Huh?
I peed on it, but nothing seems to happen.
Oh.
Hey, look, it's in there.
Oh wow. You
It looks
know
like
what?
a Kinder Joy.
It does. It counts. It does. It actually does. That's gross. I peed on so many of them before. Okay, throw that one away now. I don't care if we like it or not.
Let it burn.
I think, honestly, if my husband saw another piece of
Let
he'd
it
be like,
burn.
whose is it? Because it ain't mine. Not a ganger. Well, no, but he. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he wanted some more. He does. He really does. I don't even know why I named it. But I think what would surprise him the most is
Oh,
that, like, when we expect to, like, be pregnant, we're never pregnant. But it's like, when it's random, it's like, what? How?
Did everyone see the egg?
Oh, no, I didn't. This one looks like a Yanni bean. Have you heard of
I didn't
this
see the
one?
one Scott. I don't think
This
we
looks
were
like
seeing Scott.
Reminds me of a
Yeah. This one literally reminds me of a Yanni bean.
toothbrush carrier or
You know what I'm talking about?
container.
Is that not weird?
I think he's
All these
going
are kind
to
of
stop
gross.
asking you to give your interpretation.
Well, first and foremost, no one asked me in the first place.
Okay, let's be creative, that's good.
It does. It is sort of like that.
Can we cheat off of what we've seen you guys use the most?
I wouldn't recommend that actually.
Yeah? No.
We're lazy.
Oh, okay, alright.
Yeah.
Hold the leaves.
Yep, I'm pulling this one only works with big teapots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now look at
Let's
how
talk about
massive it is now.
Which ones do you guys think is the favorite,
See that one?
And
This
why?
and why?
This one.
Little, not the biggest.
Yeah.
I know. But this one looks like a Yanni bean. You know what they do with
Actually,
those?
No?
I can see test one because
You
it's
know
got
the
the push thing to make it
It's like an
rainbow,
egg that's supposed to have like,
I guess.
made from a special rock that has like a, kind of like a, you know how they have those beads that give off a certain, or
Right.
it's a big rock. It's like this. It has a long thing like this, but it's
You've
not
used all of these. Which one's your
silver.
favorite, Mom?
I'm throwing them all away after this
And
conversation.
because you're,
What? Why?
and it's supposed to give you a
But
better,
you've used all
like
these.
a
Which one's your
harder
favorite?
kind of thing. It's weird.
They say the same
Well,
for jade eggs.
The one
Yeah,
I
okay, moving on.
like
Moving on.
most is the one that Jay has right now.
Yeah, I was prepared like,
However-
one of these gotta be it.
However, I know the one that's really the best that I should use is that green one.
I thought that one was so weird.
Because, well, in that one, if I can get the tea into it, the problem is it's too small. I have to pack the tea in and the tea
Yeah.
doesn't flow around. That one, I can put a little bit of tea in and then just stir it in the cup and it has more room to float around in there.
Precisely.
That one has small enough mesh that the tea doesn't get out.
Precisely. Okay.
That one's plastic.
So talking about the one that Becca, who was paying attention, and tried to answer when I asked. I'm talking about this one and why this one is not fun. Okay. So this one actually has decent room. For one cup. It does. It actually has decent room for one cup. This back mesh, this back holes, they're huge in comparison to the mesh. Like, what's the purpose of the mesh if you're gonna have those holes in the pipe in the first place? Okay. So when you're working with tea dust, like that moves right through it, and you can get some sediment in your drink. The reason that you don't want to squeeze out the last bit of tea is because if we've let it soak in and it's giving us all the caffeine and it's giving us all the flavor, and then and then you do that last little bit of. First of all, you've ruined the tea leaves that you're using. You can't use another steep after you've squished it. Because you've extra crushed, you've extra pulled. And all that extra pull is bitterness. That's all that's left. So that's what you've just now squirted your cup with a full dose of bitter. So that's why we don't like this one. Mom's right. The reason we don't like this one is because despite the amazing mesh that it has, it's a pretty nice mesh, and the fact that it's old enough that now this part doesn't hold it closed as well anymore. Despite that, it's small. There's almost no room in there. If you put a rolled tea in here, if you put the same gunpowder in this, look at the extension there.
Yeah.
You remember the gunpowder from before? Yeah. You remember the gunpowder from before?
Do you have a saucer?
I do, it's always saucer now. Look at the expansion there. Like, we have covered all of that now. From like a third of it to all of it. It expanded 3 times its size.
It'd still be dry in the middle.
There's no room to move. It'd still be dry in the middle. it would have never expanded all the way. You wouldn't be getting everything. This one's not bad because it does have a lot of room. We don't like it because look at those holes.
Yeah.
Those holes are going to let everything come through. Like, I can practically see through those. That's going to let your tea leaf, that's going to let out some of the dust, some of the, it's going to create a dirty cup. Where was the other one?
That one. Right here.
This one is my favorite and should be yours because
It was a gift from Alice.
it was actually good for me. I found it. I found it. Now the holes are a little big. It's true. But they are a fine mesh hole. And they do let a little bit through. Not too much. You get a set of decal.
And a little spoon is.
The little spoon is worthless.
That's a decoy. That's a decoy. That's Teresa.
Yeah, it's a decoy. It's worthless. It's pointless. It is not 3 grams of tea worth. It's not even a teaspoon. Okay. Which yes,
Teaspoon.
teaspoon was originally coined as the serving size of a tea.
Sort
Okay.
of.
Sort of. So it's not even a teaspoon. So yeah, it's worthless. Pointless. But look at all that room. Look at all that space. Like we can expand 3 times in this. So this is really cool because it has all that room. Now, it's also kind of small, even though it has a lot of room, which makes it a pain in the ass.
May I show the actual favorite in
Yes.
the kitchen?
Yes,
The best one?
the best one. I didn't find that one.
No.
But yes.
Find it.
Okay, now we're gonna try this gunpowder green, guys. Who has empty cups?
Who has full bladders?
Oh yeah!
Me.
I didn't even realize this was there.
Tea fly. Oh, yeah.
You'll notice.
That's your favorite.
It's just like
Yep.
the basket.
Just like the pot. This is 1 cup.
Good solid. Good match.
Yeah, good solid match. Just like the basket, it has a lot of room to move. Okay,
No, I don't.
drink fast, Scott. You have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes, Scott. 5 minutes for hot meat juice.
Like, pour me like
5 minutes.
a quarter cup. Like, not even
Ready, set,
And I'll finish it.
done.
Yeah, you can give me that.
Scott, I'll finish it for you if you want.
Wasn't there something else over there? Yeah.
And
There were benches. Mom got
Right.
that.
Oh, you mean over there, yeah. Yeah, because I'm like,
over
yeah, I found a estate sale on Saturday and I picked up that little baby. Yeah, thank you. I'm very excited. Still trying to find out more about it. You very sold it to me, I have no idea what.
Becca?
They told me
Just
what,
another taste.
they told me it was 1920s Alabama, but it has a 1867 sticker on the back of it from West Yorkshire, England. Still trying to find out. Yeah, let me rinse this out.
That's probably older than all of us.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely.
I don't think Mom was
It's
pouring
all
this
of it
into
together.
this.
It's
Okay.
probably
All
older
this
than most
together.
together.
There.
Older than I
Mom likes to have things like that around.
do. So is this table. No, it's not. It was my age. My mom does too. She had the same kind of bench that you had over there, but it's like a corner. It's that one that like spins. Yeah. She won't get rid of it.
Now I'm gonna double brew all of them. We just double brewed the chai. You saw the difference. Okay, but looking
This is
at
an excellent choice for green.
yeah.
Yeah, it's darker, right?
Looking at it, yeah, it's got kind of this amber color. It's still clearly a
What did
green
you Scott?
because
Chip, I
I mean
didn't give it
that's
him
still
the tasting notes. I gave it back to you. I don't know why it's so green stuff.
Yes, okay.
Oh.
I don't know how I got way over there. Okay.
Told you not to pass that one around.
No, it was right
You
here.
got covered?
Yeah, okay. So now that we've tasted the gunpowder,
We haven't tasted it yet.
we haven't tasted it. I didn't.
Only
now
Scott
it's
has
right
chunked it.
It will be here. There you go.
Thank you.
I have to go.
Okay, bye
Bye.
Scott.
Goodbye.
And Jay's not tasting
I did,
it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, you're fine,
You
you're
guys are
fine.
behind me.
You're fine. But you'll notice the color. Yeah, it's darker. It's more amber. It's a green tea. But it's still clearly not a black tea or an oolong, because it's still clearly green. It's not a lot of smell to me. My nose doesn't get a lot of smells. Like you have to really give me a smell before I can smell it.
Very grassy.
So there's not a lot of smells to me. There shouldn't be. It's just basic.
Yeah.
Got it?
It's okay, Mom's gonna throw that one away anyways.
Yeah, it's about to be recycled.
You know,
Oh!
it has some sweet tones to it.
So now that we've all sipped it, the chip that's going with this on the sample says 3 words. We chose 3 words for everybody. This says bold, spicy, and spring.
Maybe let's
So
just
those
leave
are
it
the-
as sweetness.
No.
No. There's a lot of flavors in there besides the 3.
Yeah.
Those are just, we just had room for 3.
We had, we had like 7 or 8 people try to boil it down to.
I think
Springy.
bold is good.
Springy, I can really
Bold.
do it.
Yeah, I think that might be the sweet.
The floralness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not really spicy.
this cup is not spicy.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Spicy to me. I probably put spicy in there.
I've got just a little bit of like the black pepper feeling on the back of my tongue.
Yeah.
Very mild.
I'm getting it on the
Yeah.
tongue tip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
getting, I'm getting.
And that's kind of what we're talking
about.
Yeah, it's just a small bit.
I'm getting.
Again, there's no spices or anything in this. It's just
When you say spring, like I think like the earthiness. When you say spring, just that's like I can it really take like kind of like you said grass. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think.
Yeah, and so we used a few euphemisms when it comes to our tasting cards. We didn't want to say grassy because nobody thinks they want to drink a cup full of grass clippings.
People who like the outdoors sometimes like
Sometimes
grassy is a good thing,
Maybe.
but some people don't.
And you know, I jokingly call this hot leaf juice because that's literally what it is. But I actually get that phrase from one of our friends, Holly.
Who got it from Avatar: The Last Airbender?
She might show up. Who got it from Avatar: The Last Airbender?
But we have a show.
The show. Oh God, the show.
And there's a major difference between this and what she would call hot leaf juice. Like it's literally hot leaf juice, but what she would call hot leaf juice is like what the emperor first drank, you know? He boiled water and leaves fell into it. Surprise.
Like really bad tea is hot leaf juice.
Yeah, pretty bad tea is hot leaf juice. And this is definitely drinkable. It's definitely something that you might suggest to somebody. Like, this is...
If they come in and they say, I like green tea, what have you got? Well, this gunpowder green is our nice, most basic one. Honestly, if they come in and say they like green tea, I'd recommend the Kukicha. But
The Kukicha is really good. I got 2 basic green teas, and I'm not sure that I do. I got one basic black that I don't think I found. It's in Assam, but I got 2 basic green teas because in America we really just think about tea as black tea. Like green tea to us is a cold brew. It's a cold drink that it's iced tea that's been watered down. Yeah, or a health food. Yeah.
It's a new health food.
Yeah, it's been watered down or whatever. And so I got 2 basic green teas so that we could really start the conversation about green tea as tea. Like, that it's the same, it should be on the same playing field as black. In fact, green tea is superior to black tea in Asia. In Asia, they drink a lot more green tea than they do, like, just basically drink a lot more green tea than they do black tea. Now, of course, England has a very different story. But the majority of the world prefers green tea.
But all the colonies are so anglicized that, we have to reject the green tea and go with the black tea.
Right.
well, it's what we could get at the time.
It is what we could get at the time because, again, tea is very much at home. And if everywhere else in the world, particularly the tea producers, are liking green tea, and what they're shipping out is what they're not really liking, well, then they're feeding their families green tea, and they're feeding everybody else black tea.
East India Tea Company.
Yeah, the East India Tea Company.
Calling black tea.
Black tea. Right. And that's still actually something that took centuries to really figure out, is how to get green tea on a level that it both matched the supply and demand of home and then was able to be exported. Like, it took them a long time before they could reach that manufacturing level because the supply and demand at home is massive.
Yeah, there's some tea producing countries that their demand is so high they have to import tea. And so almost none of it is exported.
You import it too. Like, it's what they do. That's Taiwan, actually. Taiwan's one of those. Yeah. Like, tea's what they do. They have an entire coast. Taiwan has an entire... So Taiwan is an island that has recently declared independence from China. And China has said, but I didn't get that paperwork. And so there's this huge fight over whether or not Taiwan's its own company, its own country. But anyways, so Taiwan has an entire coast dedicated to growing green tea, really good green tea that nobody in America's ever tasted because it never makes it out of Taiwan.
What if you go to Taiwan?
Then you can
Probably
taste
find
it.
it in the local tea shop, yeah. Field trip. Yeah. It's genuinely not racism. Like, they're not looking at us going, you white motherfuckers don't get our tea.
You Europeans
No,
aren't allowed.
don't get me wrong, they have a lot of reason to be racist to Europeans.
Yeah.
And they are, in a lot of ways, racist to Europeans. But that's not what tea is. The tea is not about racism. The tea is literally a supply and demand thing. It's literally, we come first, you come second, because we fucking grew it.
That's it.
End of story. Now we're having a conversation because we're going to go drink some tea.
That's not how this.
Someday, y'all stick with us long enough, there will be sourcing trips. Like 5 years in the future, hopefully. I don't know.
It's our goal. We would love to source things. We would love to find somebody passionate enough about tea that they would want to become their own tea company, and we'd love to help them do that and source tea and play with that. Cultivar, one of our tea companies, Cultivar, actually is somebody who recently broke away from Tabella. In fact, I discovered them because I was looking for Tabella, and somebody gave me the contacts to this girl.
Is that Bonnie?
Yeah. Brandy? But yeah,
What's her name?
Brandy, I think?
No.
Certainly.
What's her name?
We got that.
Wait, who?
Brenda?
Cultivar?
Was it Brenda?
Bonnie. I think Bonnie.
It's not, I don't.
I have it in an
Where am
email.
I from?
I have it in an email that I will go back to before I recontact them.
Yeah.
I will know her
I'm
name.
gonna talk to her. So.
I will know her name. But it's to be. Anyways, she had just recently broken away from Tabella. In fact, she launched Cultivar in August. So we are some of the first people to wholesale it, which is awesome. But it is one of our more expensive teas because it is basically an offshoot of Tabella, which is one of our more expensive teas. But yeah, she's local, new business, the whole 9 yards, and it's going to be really exciting working with her because...
Brooke. Her name's Brooke.
That's nowhere near. That's why the river at
That's why you have to delete
My
email.
brain's all dying so
Emails.
fast. Yeah, I do the same thing.
but yeah, she's willing to work with us and source some really cool tea ideas, and it's going to be a lot of fun working with her. And we would love to help other people get to like that level. Because that'd be great. Like we're talking about Southern Velvet Cafe being the first part of Waldo Incorporated, which is where we start with like Southern Velvet Cafe, and then we slowly build our suppliers as ourselves. from our old co-workers.
I get it.
Build your own empire.
Build our own empire.
That's called smart business.
Yeah, Scott's gonna open a brewery someday.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, just have it all nearby.
I'm ready to taste that stuff.
The job of old
It's like buying an entire warehouse and
Changing
it's not like
us.
section.
What my husband wants to do.
Kelly Road Square, but you're like Waldo.
Yeah, Waldo Incorporated
Waldo.
Square.
Ooh, that's good. I like it.
So, that's, where we're going on that.
We should go back to Lucky Dog Enterprises, Stephanie.
Maybe. Lucky Dog's not
Stephanie
bad.
doesn't like Lucky Dog being associated with food.
Lucky dog, lucky girl.
Oh, that's true. That might be some-
Black Dog.
Yeah, let's not. 'Cause we've got-
Like, can we not?
Stick with Stammer.
just gonna have to stick with Waldo Incorporated.
Okay, I have a quick off-topic question. What
Yeah.
is our policy on tattoos?
I love that.
We love tattoos.
We love that.
Okay, good, because I just got my first one last week.
Nice.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
I got the semicolon with all.
Oh,
nice.
we especially love those tattoos.
My husband's getting the matching one. He's gonna get forever, sold out forever dollars. But if we ever break up, we don't look stupid.
Good choice. Good
A
choice.
friend of mine has her ex-boyfriend's initial right here.
Oh.
Well, if she has a child, just do the initials. That's just
That's right. No, we love tattoos. However, if you've got one that is potentially offensive or inappropriate, we request you cover it.
on your face.
Obviously. Right. If you've got like a vagina on your inner forearm, like,
That is my chef from my culinary arts class in high school. Literally has a naked woman tattooed on his forearm.
I believe it.
Yeah.
And
You could probably make her, Stephanie would knit her a bikini.
That's it, yeah. Holly can make her a baby.
Just leave it at the wall. Just wrap it around like, and tie it.
Yeah.
Adjust it.
But yeah. Yeah, we
And piercings, what's our piercing thing? Did we have one?
Yeah, we're cool with piercings. You've got to wear studs because hoops aren't food safe.
Yeah, we consider ourselves looking for kind of a rockabilly sort of look, which, like we explained with the uniforms, is a lot about attitude. Piercings, weird haircuts, as long as you know they don't make you look terrible. Anyway, piercings, weird haircuts, weird hair dyes, tattoos. These are all part of the rockabilly theme. So we're perfectly happy with them. Again, you have to keep in mind food safe protocols because we're a food serving business. So so you have to wear studs. If it's a new piercing, you can't fiddle with it. Well, you can't fiddle with it anyways. But if it's a new piercing, you have to wear the stud, and you have to like completely leave it alone and kind of ignore that it exists on your face.
If there's bleeding, you have to cover it.
If there's bleeding, you have to tend to it like a cut. And we will notice. Because we will look at you a lot. Tattoos.
You shaved.
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed. I'm sorry.
We're observant.
Unfortunate. We ordered beard dents for you. No, I'm kidding.
No, we haven't ordered them yet, but we'll have a box.
I mean, it goes back. It
We
can't
said
come
it.
back.
We were like, we told the guy yesterday, we're gonna get him beard nets, but he may decide after he wears one that he's not gonna shave.
Yeah, that is
I have
right.
this piercing inside of my ear. Like literally
It's
inside of it.
wonderful as long as you don't hoop it.
It's technically a hoop, but it won't like.
But it's inside your ear. Like, as long as you don't have anything that extends out of your ear, I think we're okay.
Like the
Yeah.
most expensive
the problem-
if I pull it out.
Yeah, the problem with hoops is when they extend off of your skin.
Yeah,
It literally cannot disconnect. You have to
I think
disconnect it with pliers.
I think it's
Yeah.
similar to a belly ring that's hidden, don't you?
Well, a belly ring that's hidden, the thing about a belly ring that's hidden, especially the hidden part, see a belly ring or a barbell, for the most part, is actually not food safe and not okay.
Yeah.
But, you put the belly ring in, the barbell belly ring in, and you throw a shirt on top of that.
That's
Now it's
good.
got a barrier between the not okay and the food. I don't know about the hoop. It does make me a little nervous as far as food service goes. If somebody comes in and dings us on it, we're going to have to ask you to switch it to a stud.
Okay.
But I mean, that style of piercing, if you stud it, it's going to be kind of like a barbell.
Yeah, like
And
I mean,
that's not-
any other way you can get it.
Yeah,
style,
and
but
that's
how
not-
big it is right there.
Yeah.
But whenever I got my surf stick, I asked them about it, and they said it was okay because it's inside and it won't like disconnect at all.
Then it's probably
Okay,
okay.
then that's good. Thank you for asking that question.
Yeah, thanks for
Because I
asking.
have it on both sides, because it's for migraines and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then yeah, it's probably okay.
What about hidden nose ring?
Hidden nose rings, like the whole bull thing is not gonna be okay. But again, if you stud, like if you have the upper nose ring and you stud it, that's fine. I don't know about the septum here.
But that would technically be like a stud, like you could put a stud there. couldn't you?
If you can put a stud there, like I don't know if you can put a stud there. If you can put a stud there, you have to stud it.
You can put a little barbell.
Yeah,
But barbells are not okay. Barbells are not okay.
Okay.
You might have to go without anything in your face
Or
there.
get like a spacer.
Or we'll take the healing period and all you can do is dishes.
Yeah.
Like that's possible.
Yeah.
If you're not food safe, then we can put you on dishes and that's all you can do.
Okay.
What if it's a tribal bone and it's Rosita's thing?
What?
I don't even know.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's a
not
good
food
question.
safe. We have to put you on dishes.
Okay.
Even with really, it's like we can't tell you we can't hire you because of it.
Right.
But we can tell you that
You
we're not
can
allowed
do,
to
yeah,
put you
yeah.
in certain spots.
They'll limit you, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to do dishes, you have to clean the bathrooms, you have to maybe you can take some cash, but you can't actually be yeah. But you can't don't worry. We're gonna teach you how to do that later today.
Okay.
But you can't be making drinks and you can't be making food. If that is the case.
So, because I have a septum, but I don't know if I can actually lock it in place.
Oh, see? You just made
Yeah,
that magically
I
appear.
was about to say, I never even saw it.
Now you see, now you don't.
I saw it the other day when you
Now you don't.
I saw the reflection.
Like, now you don't. Nobody can say nothing.
Yeah. I would say no.
But if there's a chance does it ever fall out?
Not that I know of. And I know if it's falling
You would
out.
notice if it's all.
The catch on it is that if it falls out, if it's capable of falling out, that's what we're avoiding,
Yeah.
and that's where you can get into some pretty hefty trouble.
Okay.
Because we can get into some pretty hefty trouble. If
Next.
your nose ring hits somebody's body. That's not okay.
Surprise!
Time for you.
Yeah, that's
You want a special prize,
I
but
can
not
do
need
this.
this bag.
That's not okay.
That's the
So
question.
there's this little rubber
We're accomplishing things.
can be
Yes.
attached
Oh,
to the
I'm
hand
mildly
so that it locks it
relaxed.
in place as well.
Good.
That will definitely, I will suggest you use that,
Yeah.
especially when you go to the highlight.
I don't even know.
Until today.
If I have no idea, then.
tried the cherry
You know what I mean?
dragon.
I didn't know
If nobody has any idea, it's
Got
not
caught
you.
on the dishes. Like it's dang too dangly.
So yeah,
I'll tell you yesterday.
that's probably okay.
I wasn't hoping to show it up to the
The
world.
fogginess.
Yeah.
This is a side effect. All this things. But then
Yeah,
I have to
that's
push
good.
through it. It's still early.
No.
The
No,
cycle
we
with
don't-
me
we don't
taking
want
it,
that.
that it'll go away.
I used to have a whole bunch of, well, no.
But I did
had
lose
like two
7.5
that I got, and I
pounds
was taking
since
them all
last
out once my kids got older.
My waist measurement is
So I'm past that phase, but yeah, I understand. Like I was there before. I had a tongue ring like 3 times.
Tongue rings
So,
are, I mean, even if you can hide them,
Yeah.
hopefully my
they're
personality will get
really not okay
Yeah, they're really
because
not.
they're really,
I know. And they do come loose. That's another thing.
My
Like,
dad told
And
me
the-
this 3 times before.
and you play with them all the time,
I
and
sent you a text yesterday.
Sister did that. She broke her,
Oh
like
God,
your
half of her
mouth
front
is
teeth
a really gross region.
on her teeth.
you have to clean it a lot too. That's another
Yeah,
thing.
the
What do
mouth,
you
the
really
mouth
want
is a
for
really gross
Christmas?
region.
I got it.
question.
And you get a new tattoo,
Oh.
and you have to fix it and things.
Scott said what he really
We
wanted
have the
was
rocket
for
baby
me to
room.
relieve all of
We're
his
not
stress.
completely
And I said,
against
yeah, Brittany
that,
wanted me
but
to
chances
speed up
are
the
we're not going to have
renovations
you
on
working
her house.
food.
So
And
basically,
chances are you're taking cash. You're doing while it's
yeah,
in the
think
healing
about it.
and I mean, that's
It's just
kind of to your benefit
having
because
me
while it's in the healing
participate in
stage,
different
and
ways
if you're
and
not if you're not having
Joy
to prepare
for your
food
life,
and to
You
really
wouldn't mind me
handle a lot of customers,
getting your brother a
like
really nice
that means that when you
Christmas
run into the, I know, like I don't
I
have
don't
any
have to be
but I know that when
critical.
when
then
it's peeling, you have certain
I
times that you
think
have
that
to go and put the lotion on it and clean it and things, and of course you have to wash your hands
probably
every time
not
you do
something
that.
we
But
I've just been doing
Giving
Vaseline in the
another
morning
10,000
before I
to the
leave.
business. Oh, I
to
can
go
keep
anywhere.
doing that.
I would.
I'm saying if you just keep doing
I can
that,
do that.
that makes us happy. I can do that
I would
70 more
thoroughly
times
suggest
right
taking
now.
all advice your tattoo artist
don't
gives
worry
you,
about
almost
that.
like it's a doctor's
Like,
advice.
I'm just saying that gives us the most
You don't want
joy. Just know that that
Yeah,
is
they feel like
available.
supposed to put, like I know when I got mine, you had to put like, I don't know if this
No,
still happens, it was a long time ago, but you had to put like a saran wrap.
Okay,
around
no,
it.
And lotion and
pretty
things,
happy.
yeah.
Okay, well, I have
Yeah.
you.
That's the only reason why I haven't gotten
Just use
that one.
unscented
And
lotion
that
or
thing I showed you
Vaseline
for
and you'll be
Scott
good.
last week,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
and I
just
mean,
a
Then
there's
I
small
card
tattoo
jumper thing,
versus
it's also
like
a
a
USB
tattoo, like,
charger.
yeah,
And a flashlight.
but I would
Yeah, I can
suggest if you
collect
get a new
that.
tattoo, taking
It
that
will lower
tattoo
the
artist
stress
word
level
as if she's a
a
doctor.
little.
Yeah.
Many of them
Okay,
are
well,
nurses,
I'm gonna tell you
honestly,
what I'm
many
getting
of them
your
have-
brother later
have been
in
trained
life.
and are nurses.
It's
So,
nothing
Or have
big deal, but I want you to be prepared for it. It's nothing about baby
Don't wash
fever.
it
There's no
with regular soap within the first
Yeah.
48 hours. Use antibacterial soap and then keep it moisturized with
Right.
Vaseline or unscented lotion.
right, they know what they're talking about, and I would take that just like as if they were a doctor. But yeah, we'll probably have to pull you off of food prep and whatnot, like the ability to handle food and drinks and things.
What if it's
you
like-
get one?
Not visible, like on my side, on my foot, or on my leg, or something like that.
Well, I mean, it's a little different, but it's still a case of, it's still kind of a case of you need to be able to step away from the line at certain times to tend to it, like especially if it's that big. And so you have to be able to do that, and it's a case of like, mostly it's stepping away from the line, because then when you have to come back, you have to wash your hands, and you have to do this and that. You're gonna want to avoid bumping it into things. So, you know,
Because my next one's going to be like right here on my side.
it's literally
That's where the razor is.
It's literally an open wound,
It's gonna hurt.
and so we
Yeah, I
have
was about to
to.
say, you're gonna be like, this hurts.
Yeah, it's literally an open wound, and we have to treat it as such for food safety. If you have a shirt, if it's underneath all your clothes and things, out of sight, out of mind sort of idea,
Do you
there's a
wear,
barrier.
I don't know, I've never had one, do you wear a bandage over
They
it?
should,
They give you a bandage at first. They didn't saran wrap mine. They just gave me a bandage and some tape. Literally. She
So that you can keep your clothes from rubbing on it or
Yeah.
something
This
like
is
that?
this way, she said, after an hour you can take the bandage off and you'll be fine. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, in that
They
case,
should wrap it in
in that case at work, if you're having the bandage and you have the clothes, that barrier between wound and food, we're okay.
this is the one.
But
Ooh, see, that's too big. I'm a punk. That's not gonna work for me. I almost died with my first one, and I never got another one. I was done.
but I may have something to say if we're busy and you have to walk away from the line.
Yeah.
Like, I may have something to say on that.
Yeah.
If that's where you're at. Now, if you're doing dishes or taking cash and things, you have to walk away from the line to do that. Like, you're interrupting a lot less than if you're on the espresso machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, this next tea we're gonna look at is the toasted coconut tea.
You didn't let us see it.
This is a
We wanna see
I
this
want
dry
to say
tea
this
leaves.
is an herbal.
Can you pass the dry tea leaves?
I want to say
There's
this is
coconuts in there?
that's coconuts in there.
What's the
Shredded coconut.
green bean?
It might be a black tea. I don't know.
Is it a robust?
It might be a
Wait,
rubber.
Smells really
Will you
What
look
brand
at
is this?
It looks like it's
this is actually cultivar.
Okay.
This is actually cultivar, so this is one of our more expensive teas. But it's one of my favorites. So, one look at it. I want to say it's an herbal.
Wait,
Yeah, did you see that?
I just want to put that in a bathtub. That smells great. It's like you could eat it.
You know, coconut's weird. I think technically it's a nut, but I'm actually not allergic to it.
What about this little thing that looks like nuts
That's
inside
I
of
don't know if there's little nuts, maybe I'm looking through it.
Are you looking it up,
It has
Steph?
a
Mm,
liquid
trying to.
Okay.
undertone to it.
That smells edible. I told my mom what was the name of the cafe. This is off topic real quick. She was like, Southern Velvet sounds like a strip club. She was like, no, like real legitimate. She was like, Jenna, you're not stripping, are you? I want to see my body do that. It looks like a nut.
Looks like a pistachio.
Yeah, it looks like pistachio. That's exactly what it looks like. Yeah.
What is it?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought it say roasted, a pistachio roasted in coconut oil.
There's pistachios in there.
Man, that sounds amazing.
And you're not allergic to it.
Oh, I'm thoroughly allergic to those.
Oh, that, okay. Fabulous.
Did how am I drinking it?
Did you drink it
Oh,
before?
pistachios.
I drank it a couple
Oh,
times.
that's so good.
Did you have a reaction? Alright.
Probably.
Are you?
Can't tell.
I'm not anaphylactic
Her
to anything.
reactions are
Oh.
migraine,
I
headache. Oh, they like
Or-
softer.
or I get really hyper.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
would love that.
Something that I learned about allergies when my kids were going through all this, that weird thing with protein, is that it's not always your lungs that react. It can be any organ. Yeah.
My
That's
throat
right.
reacts.
Yeah, it's a rooibos.
Cinnamon.
Right. It can be your
Like my throat
brain
will flow.
or yeah.
So yeah, this is
in your body.
this is a rooibos, which means that it's an herbal, which means that it is caffeine free. But it's really good flavor. So.
Except for Alice, because she's allergic to nuts, and she's going to be caffeinated all day.
You're ruining my tea for me.
Now, there's big pictures of nuts on the picture online, but it doesn't say what kind.
The pistachios, we've identified them.
Yeah. Like I'm just saying they don't identify it, but yeah, they're definitely right there.
I made mom eat one. We've identified it.
Probably like 170 calories in that one nut.
You can do some jumping jacks.
It's for work, it doesn't count.
Walmart calories.
Hey, nuts are good calories.
I know, that was a lot of very, very high monounsaturated fat.
Yeah, you need healthy oils.
Okay, so
Keep that skin
the
glowing.
water on an herbal. Can you hear me, Jay? Okay, the water on an herbal tea is going to be between 190 and 200. And so I'm currently at like 197.
Oops, pause please.
Okay.